Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. My name is Trittany, and I'm the reader here at the Crown and Castle Collective, where we can all be the ruler of our own kingdom that we call life. This is a pick-a-pile reading, as you can see, over what you can do to level up. Like, what can you do to improve your own energies? This was actually one of the top voted videos on my community page. If you subscribe to my channel, and if you click over to the community page, you can actually vote on what videos I post next, stay up to date with any kind of sales I'm offering, and just have a heads up of what's kind of going on my channel. And really have a say and, get kind of small little snippets and free readings like these for what you want. I want to thank everyone who has participated in those and on my community channel, my page, everyone who's liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. I've gotten a couple of things here for the channels. I've got several new decks, a rune set, lights for our setting, and everything like that. So thank you for everyone who bought personalized readings from me. I'm still offering them. All of that information's in the description box. And I will be posting, yes, the New Year's reading soon. I wanted to hold off on that. I know I kind of missed the wave, but I had people buying the personalized readings for the 2020 New Year, so I really wanted them to feel like, they were getting taken care of there. So I will be launching that soon. We're going to go ahead, breathe a little bit, grab some coffee or some tea, whatever your potion is of choice at this moment. And we're going to start with collective number 1, 2, 3, and 4. All timestamps in the comments because I didn't want to lay out crystals. So collective number 1, we're gonna start with you. This is going to be a very fast-paced reading too. All right, collective number 1, what can you guys do to improve upon your energies, to level up your mind, body, soul, and spirit? Okay, collective number 1. The first card that you have is number 35, Personal Transformation. Adds up to 8. I was going to say 7, but I knew it was 8. So 35, Personal Transformation. This is a very profound card, yet, there's galaxies everywhere in front of him, everything in his hand and within his grasp. It's all kind of conceptual. There could be a lot of theoretical ideas that you're having at this moment, but Spirit's saying to stay grounded in that energy, keep your mind going, keep inventing, keep thinking of new possibilities, new solutions, kind of like ideas that are out there as well. Like, it could be something silly, it could be something that's not quite grounded yet in the 3D world, but Spirit is saying that positive, expansive energy that you're keeping around yourself is really going to change, your day-to-day perception and even the vibrational energies around you that can really draw people and opportunities more into your space, especially in such a harsh environment and world that we may live in, where you create this own personal safe space for personal transformation and for improvement. It's quite beautiful, and it really draws a lot of other energies into your orbit. And so I feel like it might be hard for you to not lose yourself in that too, because this personal transformation talks about stuff that you're doing, on your own and personally. So there might be something that you have your hand on or your finger on that that you might need to change and personally transform, or habits you might need to drop. Those are in the forefront. Those are obvious things that you might need to drop, but I feel like it also might be on a longer term timeline for you guys. We also have number 31, adds up to a 4, Trust. I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. So this is a blue card talking about trust. Blue energy is definitely coming through as far as a lot of higher chakras, I feel like, are really active for you right now. If you feel like you've been a little bit more dealing with headaches, or there's a lot of things afloat in your life and you're not feeling very grounded, Spirit's saying to take that time, ground that. Some of you guys might like peppers. I don't know why that's coming through. But there might be a certain smell too. Like, I do know that rosemary, if you are to smell rosemary, it can help with remembering things from the past or recognition. But I would look into certain stuff like that. If you guys are really into witchy botanicals, I would definitely look into certain kinds of herbs and spices that you might actually get a whiff of before you meditate. I know that's kind of a weird. Again, there's some concepts for you guys that are out there which are very common, and they're very rewarding, but they're just not traditional. And I feel like you guys are wanting to move in very big waves, but you're not trusting quite all of your energy. And I feel like that's also because you could feel a little bit ungrounded right now, and you could feel like your energy is a little bit all over the place. But we also have, this is in the 11th house. In this, it rules freedoms and associations, and also it's your closest circle of friends. And I feel like you guys might feel a little bit, I feel like you guys, you know, you love your friends, you love your community, your family, but I feel like there's such a uniqueness to you that you could feel a little bit misunderstood, a little bit misrepresented. And so you could want to represent people of your kind in a more accurate way, is what I'm getting. We also have Cancer, the sign of Cancer, water sign energy, Scorpios, Pisces. I feel like you guys, to help improve your energies, I feel like you guys are really just learning how to go out on your own, how to trust in yourself. Even if you didn't differentiate between your family, your friends, your community, or, you know, even if you could label yourself any kind of archetype, whether you would be, you know, a baseball kid, or like a cheerleader, or the artsy kid, or someone who's a networker, like any niche that you have, I feel like, you know, you're fit into that category, and there's been a sense of security and support in that. But I feel like you see that market, and it's almost like you would do things differently. You guys have a very, I feel like you guys have some really good ideas. It's just that no one else is doing it the same way that you are, and it could be a little bit scary for you to try to do things a different way. Maybe you get some pushback from other people, or even just society. You feel like it's your hopes and dreams or something that just don't quite have the legs yet. Spirit's saying to hold on to it. It's something that's going to take a little bit of time. That Cancer energy really needs a little bit of nurturing, especially when it comes to sharing those ideas with others. Share them, and I think you guys need to speak with someone that you really trust, whether that's close family or friends. You could be a little bit shy of what they would have to say about your hopes and your dreams, but really I feel like they're quite supportive for you. We also have Angelite, spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. Wow, okay. You guys, if you've been spending a lot of time alone, which you've been through the year of 2020, hello, you guys could have spent a lot more time in your head and in your mind than what you're quite used to. And so I feel like that could be a little bit hard for you when you get all of these ideas and all of this energy behind these visions, but you're not quite grounding them. And I feel like the first step you guys could take with improving your energies and improving this overactiveness almost, or even this a little bit of insecurity, is to really open up your heart chakra to the people closest to you, or people of like-minded spirituality or like-minded viewpoints and stuff like that, and really share with them, because that's the first step that these ideas are going to manifest in your 3D world, is if you start to vocalize them and share them with the people closest to you. And I feel like that could really help you guys take off there. And even if it's an idea about yourself, something that you could change about yourself that you might be a little bit insecure about. Cancer also rules bones, dental as well, calcium. But let's go into this mind, body, soul, and spirit to see what you can do to improve upon your energies. We have the King of Cups in reverse for your mind space or your head space. And I'm feeling that is because there is a little bit of an emotional blockage with you guys, and I feel like that's coming through with the Cancer energy and also the 11th house, is that there could be there's just some kind of removal. Maybe you guys like to spend a lot of your time alone. Maybe you prefer it that way. And even if you prefer it that way, maybe you still feel a sense of loneliness, a sense of seclusion, or even a sense of rejection to some sort of form. And I feel like in your headspace, you guys are really working through that deeper, darker energy that could come through childhood or even from your teenage or young adult years, even feeling ostracized as an adult. I feel like you guys are really doing the best to not let that break you emotionally. And that could even come from past relationships as well. There could be a sense of not feeling like you can do things on your own, that you can't break away from toxic people or communities or situations or dynamics between relationships. Spirit's saying to really stay strong in your own emotions, and you guys, I feel like nothing really gets past y'all. Y'all really don't let anyone pull the wool over your head, so to speak. So that's really great, and I feel like you guys, your third eye, you're seeing right through that bullshit because you guys are so up there, but yet trying to stay quite grounded in your body or physical area. Here we have the Death card. So that is more Scorpio energy, water, Cancers, Pisces. But the Death card talks about these rebirths. Again, you guys have personal transformation coming through for your overall energies of what you can do to improve. Death card represents something, you know, not necessarily quitting cold turkey, but also just like the cycles of starting something new, something better, evolving, really giving death to old habits, breaking old habits, letting things be in the past and letting yourself grow and learn from those situations, and even forgiving people who have been involved in those as well. And I feel like you guys could be, I'm not a doctor. I wish I could throw a PhD at the end of my name, make it real ugly, but the Death card with the King of Cups in reverse, I feel like there's more emotional pain that you guys might be facing right now. I don't diagnose anything physical here, but whatever it is, it's been something that's been really emotionally draining and drudging for you guys. It's something you've been working through. Could be hard for you to face, so you know, you might need to take emotional breaks from dealing and working through this shadow work, emotional work from your childhood or relationships. You might need to actually remove yourself just to come back a little bit more refreshed to whatever it is that you're trying to work your way up on. If it's something you've been pushing and pushing and pushing yourself, Spirit's saying give yourself a little bit of time and space and recharge. Take a break, take a breather, take a drink, and let's get back out there. The next card you guys have, you have some pretty strong cards coming through here. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. Talks about fate, destiny, things changing, things moving forward no matter what, but always for the better. No matter even how painful and disgusting I'm getting the lesson might have been. There could have been something that wasn't so pleasant for you to experience, but you guys are trying to do your best to see the long-term benefit of this experience when all it had really brought you is maybe pain, or the other person. I feel like you guys could be really optimistic about other people trying to change their perspective as well. For some of you, what you could do to improve your energies, I'm getting some of you guys are runners. Some people like to run and jog. I'm getting that. A lot more reading being involved here for those Leos, Tauruses, and Scorpios. Those are all kind of sign specifics, but don't take that for what it's worth. But you guys could be reading a little bit more. I'm also getting preserving. Something about preserving. Now that could be also with your skin, with anything with your dental or your physical body, the way that you preserve it. That could be anything with moisturizing serums, whatever you put on your skin or, you know, on your body that's like a topical solution is what I'm getting. Someone might be out there crusty as fuck. Been there. It's winter. We don't judge. We also have the 10 of Wands, confidence. Yo, this card tried to pop out earlier. Okay, so 10 of Wands, confidence. You guys, I feel like, are really finding your voice because I think you're so much in your head about all the things that you would say or you would do even after the conversation. And I feel like that might be why you try to avoid you know, maybe interacting with social groups or social people. There could be a little bit of anxiety there. Spirit's saying really just let go of that, because people don't have any kind of preconceived notions of who you are. And if they do, they really don't matter, and they're not accurate, and they're not going to play out the way that, you know, you might be afraid of people thinking of you, if that makes sense. Like, you might think that when people see you, they think that you're gonna grow up to be this or grow up to be that, or, you know, they hear about you and they think that you're doing this or that you're gonna do something that you're really not going to do. Your actions, pile number one, your actions speak hell of a lot louder than words. And people see that. People see you as a very strong, very wise, and caring person, someone who might be a little bit more reserved. But Spirit's saying to really step your energies up, you need to step up and step out, raise your voice, maybe cause a little bit of havoc here and there. Really let people know how you feel. There's a lot coming through here for the Cancer sign energies. We even have a mouth here, so there could be a lot of oral, dental. If you're someone who is on a medication, those could be oral medications as well. You could be trying new medications that deal with your emotional therapy as well, so just be careful with those, guys. Just take a little bit of patience with yourself. I feel like you guys, you know, if you really joined any kind of community, or if you started to reach out to more friends or try to socialize and network and create more communities where you can find yourself in, you guys are really going to find your voice over time. And it's going to be something that happens that I feel like doesn't sit right with you emotionally. There's going to be something in this world or in your life that you experience that's just kind of like your tipping point, that you're really going to find yourself and find your foundation to get up on your soapbox and really voice your opinions or your ideas, your hopes, your dreams that you have, either for yourself or even for the whole world or next generations, or even on like a small family communal level, or even with your closest friends. There could be an event you want to plan, a get together, something you want to host. And I feel like just coming together with those like-minded people and really allowing yourself to step out of your shell is going to give you some kind of healing that it's so minimal. I'm getting that it's almost like one day or one evening or one cup of tea with this one person or people can really refresh you guys. So thank you so much, pile number one. I hope this video was short and sweet for you and resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments. I love to read what you guys have to say, what's kind of vibing with you. And if I vibed with you as a reader, you know what the deal is. You know how to do it. You go ahead and like, subscribe, and vote on what videos I post next on my community page. If you subscribe, all personal readings are down in the comments. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, collective number 2. All right, collective number 2, this is your pile. We're going to do a short and sweet reading over what you can do to improve upon your energies with your mind, body, soul, and spirit. All right, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and check out the description box. All the goodies are down there for personalized readings. Also, if you subscribe, you can vote on what videos I post next, just like this one. So thank you for everyone who participated. We're going to go ahead and get started with your first card here. We have number 12, Childlike Expression. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. So it adds up to a 3. This card is a sacral chakra energy. It's very young, youthful, jubilant, someone who's very playful, very creative, expressive, someone who's very easygoing and just childlike in their energy. So Spirit's saying really try to work to embody some of that. It could really help maybe you loosen up. It could change your perspective on the world around you as we move through such chaotic times. So just try to keep that youthful, jubilant energy within you. And also, I feel like that message is really coming through as far as your perception of the world around you. But let's get a little bit more cards going here. We also have number 30, so we have 2 3s here. Health. Mother Earth sweet, Mother Earth bright, bring me to your health and might. So, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. So if there's any kind of health issue that you've been trying to work through, maybe it's something that you've been trying to heal since you were younger. Spirit's saying that there could be a lot of progress going on right now with that. With health, you know, it's the basic necessities. Water, healthy food, a little bit of exercise or sweat. So those are just like the three main things that you would really consider with health. But, you know, this could be anything with like bones, and we'll get into a couple of signs here that should at least give us some answers. So we have Taurus, and we also have Scorpio. Okay, so these are not sign specifics. It's just these energies of Taurus and Scorpio. So take these as they resonate. So with Taurus, I would say that's more of your head area, of course. So like with your health, you could be dealing with anything with your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, throat kind of area. So just be aware of those. Also, we have Scorpio, which is more reproductive organs such as, you know, ovaries and stuff like that. So make sure you're being conscious of those areas of your body. I'm not a doctor, so I can't prescribe anything. Just make sure if you've been noticing anything kind of off in those areas, Spirit might be saying that there's a little bit of imbalance going on there. With these two cards, it says, let me read them. I feel like your guys' health regime. If you guys are someone that's like already been trying to work with your health over the last whatever, and it's something that you've already been kind of keeping your eye on, trying to work on, you might have had a little bit too hard of a grip on yourself. I feel like if you had certain expectations for yourself in your health, your beauty, your physical appearance, or your abilities, or your creative abilities even, Spirit's saying to really loosen up on that, because Taurus can be, you know, it could be quite stubborn, fixed sign energy and head down. Scorpio, more of a water sign energy, so a little bit more go with the flow, evolutionize, or almost like the shedding of the skin is what I'm getting. So I feel like as you guys are getting older, I feel like you might work through these energies a lot easier. It might be something that you could be struggling with right now, but over time I feel like it's something that you're really gonna overcome quite easily, actually. We also have watermelon tourmaline, stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. That's what this childlike expression is all about, is really letting out that inner child. And that might need some healing for some of you between stuff that happened in your childhood that could deal with control issues, or having to constantly be of use, or even be productive. For some of you who had taken care of siblings growing up, that could be some sort of responsibility and structure that you had in your household that maybe you just grew up to be a busybody and be really, you know, really strict with your time and your energy. And that could be quite hard for you. Maybe you don't know when to call it quits, or you don't know when to give back to yourself, really. I feel like you guys have such a big heart with that Taurus and Scorpio energy. It's just that you need to use your discernment with when to give back to yourself and how to reduce that stress. I feel like you guys could be dealing with, again, the Taurus is an earth sign energy, so that rules your finances and your career or your relationships with Scorpio. For some of you, you could feel like things are being just too serious. Some things could be too serious in your life that you kind of need to loosen up around, or that have been taken too serious. We're going to get a couple more cards here for your headspace, for what you can do to improve your energies. We have strength. So wow, this would be a really good Leo energy for that mental capacity, though. This is supposed to be like your headspace. I would say for anyone who has pets, that is a really good source of therapy for you right now. If this is your own personal pet, if this is a squirrel that you see outside, a bunny, a bird, anything, any kind of animal healing, I feel like, is really able to bring you refreshing messages and refreshing energy that can really help your energies right now, if that makes sense. But also, I feel like you guys have such mental strength, and I feel like that's what's kept you in such a successful, organized, and forward-moving energy, is that you're just constantly holding that expectation or those potentials for yourself. And that could be quite heavy of a burden. So Spirit's saying just kind of relax into that, because you guys have done so much already. You've come so far, and you even have... For some of you, some of you who have kids, you might need a little vacation away from that. Or if you've been away from your kids for too long, that could be something that brings you straight back into this childlike expression. But, you know, if you've been with that little monster for quite some time now, you might need a breather. We also have the Page of Wands right here, which is a very creative energy, which is in this deck too. He's also someone who is very precise in his measurements, which is, I feel like, is not very like the Page of Wands. It's kind of like rough around the edges, and I feel like that's kind of where that creative energy and that childlike expression comes through to you guys. I feel like it's really hard for you to not do, it's really hard for you guys to not do anything. You guys are really, really busybodies. I feel like it's kind of laissez-faire with you almost, which is a good thing. Spirit's trying to get you more into that relaxed mode, a little bit more creative energies, where you're not so harsh and hard on yourself and your performance, and really just valuing the process and also the amount of creative capacity that you hold. And I feel like you guys could be more focused on your 3D health right now, like your physical health, and you could be kind of shoving off this inner soul child or any kind of inner soul work that you might be needing right now. And so if you have to work through your 3D life, I feel like you could add a little bit more creativity into that, and it might help this inner child of yours. And any kind of ailments that you've been having in your physical body, I feel like a brisk kind of movement would help that. For some of you guys, that might be a quick round in the sack in the bedroom could like really get your heart rate going. And we have Scorpio out here as well with the Page of Wands, so that gets me kind of that imagery. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone who is also very organized, keeps stock, keeps inventory, but she also creates a very, you know, you can be a masculine watching this energy as well, identifying with these energies. I feel like as far as your home life as well. Okay, yep. For some of you, there's some part of your childhood or something to do with parents or any kind of dynamics like that that could be a little bit confusing for you right now. Maybe things aren't very clear between a mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, sibling, family friend kind of energy. We also have the Paradox card out here, the 5 of Swords or the 5 of Air. This card is super trippy. Yeah. But with that out here with the Queen of Pentacles, it's kind of like something that you're avoiding looking at. And it might not be that you're avoiding it, it's just that it's very unclear right now, and it could be really, really frustrating for you guys. Yikes. Okay. And that's where this stress is kind of coming through. Spirit's saying, you know, really focus on you and your mental health, and try to do your best to even heal your own inner child if this has anything to do with family. Really reach out to animals, maybe move a little bit differently than you normally do. Do some stretches, do some basic yoga, do some just sit down meditation, or even do something that is organizing, that's constructive, that just does not require as much from you. And I feel like this is a very big situation. Now, this is a general reading, so if you want me to go deeper into this, if this is really resonating with you, I feel like this connection alone is really what's causing the turmoil within you guys. And I feel like it's something that you've thought you had figured out several times, but it keeps coming back differently. and it keeps on mutating. This could be anything genetic, and it could also be anything that's like inherited that you guys are working with. And how you can improve your energies, I would say let this energy breathe, you know, let it play out over time. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is not a very fast moving energy. And in that meantime, don't poke the fire. You know, don't try to poke the bear. I feel like you guys might need a little bit time on your own, and that might make people upset. And I feel like you guys are really just prioritizing yourself and your mental and emotional health. And that could even mean, you know, removing yourself from people or from strict routines that you might have kept yourself in avoidance of dealing with some unresolved situation in your family, in yourself, in your own divine feminine energies. So you guys could be overly, you know, you could be unbalanced in your masculine and feminine energies. And I feel like you guys have maybe been trying to hide or find security in your own self by having an overactive masculine energy. I feel like Spirit's trying to level you out. There's a lot of sexual energy coming in through this as well. I like to say that professionally, this could be your lower chakras as well, which tends to be where we harbor those kind of painful resentment, lower vibrational energies. So just be careful of that and make sure you're moving through those accordingly and doing something that's just childlike, that's funny and fun. And, you know, that means even doing like the Cotton Eye Joe or like the Cha-Cha slide. That's so just something that's like stupid, funny. Like I can imagine TikTok dances or something that just lets you laugh and have fun and heal. Yeah, I feel like you guys have kept yourself pretty locked up for quite some time, and Spirit's just trying to get you to let loose, but yet still honor your strength that you've built for yourself, and how unique and colorful it is, and how accepted you are as a person, even if you don't fit the picture perfect ideals that society or your family has placed on you. So I hope this resonated with you guys. Pile number 2. It was just a short and sweet. Like I said, if you want a personalized reading, all the information's in the description box. Don't forget to like or subscribe or comment. If you do subscribe, you can vote on what videos I post next. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello, pile number 3. This is your pile for what you can do to improve your energies and level up. We're gonna take a look at what you can do in your mind, body, soul, and spirit to improve these energies. And if you guys feel like I'm resonating with you as a reader anytime throughout the video, go ahead and hit the like button. You can subscribe to actually vote on what videos I post next on my community page. This was top voted, so thank you for everyone who participated. All right, pile number 3. We're gonna start with your first card, of course. What can you do to improve your energies? Oh, awesome. Okay, so it's pretty clear answer. We have number 23, empowerment. This is the solar chakra right there in his middle. Look at the ring lights even on it. Oh, okay. So 23 adds up to a 5, empowerment. Now this is all about self-confidence, really pulling into your core energy, your core essence of who you are in this lifetime and who you've even been in past lives. So I'll be quite interested to see how your messages play out. This one's a pretty straight to the point chakra energy, so if you want to improve upon your energies, really work on deep breathing, the solar chakra, anything that activates that area for you, or anything that you love to do that you're confident and you have a passion for. Spirit's saying do that for the world and do that for yourself and really shed that light. We also have number 15, glamour. In this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. You guys, I feel like you have a lot of really good feelings starting up. There might be, you know, you guys might not even know what is going to happen yet. I feel like this is a very culminating energy. I'm getting excited. Hold up, I need some coffee. Y'all got me giggly. Ah! Okay, so I'm feeling like you guys might feel a shift going on or a change, and I feel like you could even be seeing this in yourself where you start to even like not recognize yourself in the mirror. Like your physical appearances are starting to change. You're starting to feel differently about maybe this physical body that you're in this lifetime. You might be starting to see the beauty in yourself and also in the world around you, and that's also starting to give you this bubbly feeling I'm almost getting, where it's like you're starting to feel these new opportunities and possibilities, ideas, and that stuff is really starting to be planted within you. And I feel like you guys are getting excited to see how that's going to grow over time. So this is some weird messages, but let's also get a look here. We have Aquarius energy, which I definitely felt that on a collective kind of level where things are starting to change. You're starting to get more ideas and what is it called? Inspiration. That's what I feel like. You guys are feeling really inspired right now. And if you haven't felt very confident in yourself, in your appearance, Spirit's saying to really find that within, because you guys have been through a lot. And usually when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it's like after you've picked out your face, your hair's in a bun, your hair's all messy, you have bedhead, you probably haven't showered, you're just already beating yourself up. So Spirit's saying take care of yourself, take care of those basic, living things, which I know if you have any kind of sort of depression or any kind of lower energies that you get stuck in, it could be hard for you to get out of those, especially with Aquarius coming out here. But what you can do to improve those energies is to really use if you're not comfortable using affirmations like speaking to yourself and speaking out loud, definitely look for a podcast. Listen to more music that actually has vocals and lyrics that make you feel good about yourself and like get you hyped up, you guys. I feel like music could be a really good cure for you right now. And I feel like you guys are actually making a lot of steps forward in your energies. And whether you feel like you've taken 2 steps back or you're even just barely taking baby steps, Spirit's saying that you're starting to change at your core value, that solar chakra, where that change is coming from within, and it's eventually going to reach on the outside. And if you haven't noticed this already with the glamour card, where you might start to have physical changes in your body or the way that you want to express yourself to the outside world. So if you have felt a little bit afraid to try a new fashion statement, new haircut, eye color, whatever kind of body modification, go for it. You got my green light. We also have Jupiter. Whew. Okay. Yeah. So, wow. You guys could be learning new things. You guys could be teaching as well. I feel like you guys are wow, okay, you guys must be like, I feel like this is a lot of you, it could be your first time here on my channel or the first time looking into these kinds of energies, but you guys have a lot of potential. I feel like maybe you just started to tap into your maybe you just started to tap into your soul essence, or start to look into past lives, started to look further into your birth charts or anything like that, and it's really helping you to discover more parts about yourself, and you're even starting to shed the light on darker parts of yourself and really see the positivity regarding those dark, dusty corners that you might have had, or things that you've avoided healing or avoided looking at. Maybe there's some unfavorable traits that you have, just like the rest of us, and you're learning to embrace them and realize the positivity that can come from those qualities and healing those qualities. So I definitely feel like there's a strong birth chart energy. Pile number 3, if you guys haven't already, pull up your birth chart. It's free, it's online. There could be some messages coming through to you. We're also having a new moon in Capricorn. We're having a new moon in Capricorn on January 13th, 2021. If you're watching this when it's uploaded, check that out. There's some messages for you guys there. But I feel like you guys are really opening up, and I feel like you guys are really opening up to your soul as well. I get a lot of feelings. I really do. We have Aqua Aura, healthy communication and relationships. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. I feel like in past, I need to stop saying I feel like, but in the past you guys could have been taken advantage of in this aqua aura energy. So I feel like that's kind of a protective stone that you guys could reach to right now, especially if you don't feel the confidence and you don't feel the security to voice yourself in any of your opinions or any kind of self-expression that you might have. You could feel like you're setting a new boundary for yourself. I'm hearing setting a new foot or setting a new boundary for yourself with learning how to honor more of who you are and maybe why or how you let people in your relationships. There is a lot between this Jupiter and Aquarius. It talks about, again, that teacher-student dynamic and this healthy communications and relationships along with the confidence. So you guys could be working a little bit more on those boundaries is what I'm getting. I feel like that's a little side message for a couple of you. Of course, boundaries are always good, so someone might be working a little bit more on those. We're going to take a look into the head, the mind, body, soul, and spirit. I need a sip of coffee. First card that we have is the King of Swords in reverse. So this is starting to come out pretty prominent. For some of you, there could be a significant relationship, or even for some of you, y'all are taking a social media break. If that's something that you're not doing, you should probably consider, if you've had a lot of screen time or usage in the most recent days, Spirit's saying take away from that, because this solar chakra could also be too bright. So I feel like you're staring into the sun. Someone needs to put a blue filter on, get some glasses if you're staring at a computer all day long. Even make it into a fashion statement. Y'all could get some cute glasses. All right, we'll keep going. We also have the Tower card, I believe is what this one is in the deck. Okay, so I'm also getting there's quite a bit that you guys want to say. There really is a lot that you guys want to say. This could have to do with recent events too, world events. I feel like you guys could openly speak out against anything that's going on in the world, or you could have really strong feelings and opinions about things that are going on right now. It might be something that you hold yourself back from speaking out against a little bit just because you don't want to avoid conflict. Now, you could also be on the other side of that coin where maybe you don't give a fuck what people think, you say what you say, and you mean what you say. So I would advise just be a little bit careful about your approach to that. There ain't nothing wrong with that, but there also is a very diplomatic way of voicing those opinions. You could come off a little bit too strong sometimes, so just be aware of that. And that's also just because of how strongly you feel about these topics and how you're so willing to teach other people your perspectives or, what could be the right way of viewing such harsh realities. So just be aware of that. And we also have the 10 of Pentacles, or the 10 of Earth, progress. Yep. Okay. So this is something that takes time, and especially if you guys are trying to, if you guys have an idea, I feel like it's just not something that's quite ready to take off the ground yet. It could be very conceptual, but it's something that you feel within you. And this is the feeling I got right at the beginning. I feel like there's some kind of long-term dream or something that you guys want to achieve or see in the world that you can start to feel the small breakdown in rebuilding happening at the very, very small cellular level or society level. There's small shifts happening right now that are quite cataclysmic. This is really strong energies. I knew this reading was going to be really good for you guys. So I'm trying to filter through what Spirit's trying to tell me, and it's really difficult when it comes to Aquarius and Jupiter energies. I feel like that I need to stop saying, but a lot of what you guys are working on within your own energies, a lot of it does apply to you and your hopes and dreams, but you guys have a lot of hopes in the world around you, and it could be something that you're very much interacting with, or something that your work could have to deal with this as well. Your work could be impacted by any kind of events going on right now. Some of you guys, I feel like, are returning to work. If you've been laid off of work for quite some time now, take these messages as they apply, leave the rest. But if you have been out of work and you are returning to work, I feel like you have used your time wisely in those off periods, and you might be starting off again at square one. There's a sense too of not going too fast for you guys, for your energies, or what you can do to improve your energies. Spirit's saying slow down. Slow down, work on your personal communication skills between, you and your family, you and your close friends. There could be a sense too of not oversharing as well. When we overshare or put too much of ourselves out on social media or anything like that, we leave it open for everyone else's interpretation or everyone else's energies to apply to us. So just be careful of that. It's a really good way to get misunderstood very fast. So really focus on what you guys are saying and how you're saying it for your energies, because I feel like you guys have the power to be very, very persuasive. And I feel like you guys can use that to your benefit in growing in your education, your finances, and stuff like that, or any kind of hopes and dreams that you have, any kind of things that you would like to develop over the next coming of years. Spirit's saying don't be too hasty, don't make big purchases right now, which is a really big message for some of you guys. I feel like you guys could be caught up in the glitz and glamour of the possibilities and the positivity behind this movement and this hope and dream, but Spirit's saying don't push it too fast. Don't push it too fast. And also kind of do a little bit of networking, talk to people, read reviews, and also, share your ideas or what you're starting to envision. Talk about it. Don't stop talking about it. Let people know that you're starting to consider making moves. And this isn't something that you have to do in the shadows. There are certain parts, though, that you probably, use your discernment. There's certain gems that you're curating behind the scenes, big projects, big announcements. But as far as your dreams as a whole and who you are, don't be afraid to share that journey. And also, just be patient with it. So I hope this message resonated with you guys, collective number 3. If it did, please let me know down in the comments. Give the video a like, or you can subscribe to actually vote on what videos I post next. Just like this one was top voted. So thank you for everyone who participates in those, and thank you guys for watching and joining me. Thank you. Hello, collective number 4. This is your reading. It's going to be a short and sweet reading over what you can do to improve your energies in your mind, body, soul, and spirit. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel to vote on what videos I post next. This one was actually top voted, so thank you to everyone who's participated in those. We're going to go ahead and get started. Collective number 4, what you can do to improve your energies and level up. The first card that we have is number 26, Insight. So very strong and obvious third eye chakra here. Adds up to a number 8. So we have a really strong sense right now, or what you can do to improve those energies is work on your third eye chakra. A lot of this comes from meditation, dreaming, clearing your thoughts and stuff like that. But also, we have out here number 1, we have the card of love. Aphrodite, I call to thee to bring a true love here to me. So your guys' focus could really be on self-love, self-importance, boundaries, or it could even be to the point where you're looking into relationships, past life relationships, whether that's intimate or even with family, friends, communities. We have the 10th house of responsibility, success, and becoming a person of power and status. So that's one. And then we also have Aries out here. So what you guys can do to improve upon your energies is really get your vision clear and get your path written out in some physical or tangible way. You know, if journaling or writing or making any kind of physical representation of what you would like to see happen or be done, or anything that you would like to attract, whether that's in your romance or career. This love card, I'm getting Venus vibes. Venus rules Capricorn as well, which is a very tangible, earthly. I'm getting a lot of business energy coming through. For some of you guys who have business plans, write that stuff down. Take notes. If you have any small or short ideas, take them down, write them down. For anyone who is looking at attracting new relationships, you're learning how to, maybe be in these personal relationships, but yet keeping boundaries up where you still are able to grow and be your own person, even in your relationships, and letting that vice versa, giving space for each other to grow on your own, but yet grow together as a team, essentially. But I feel like that's a lot of energy coming through. A lot of you guys are trying to envision yourself or do a lot of manifesting in your physical world of objects that you see as successful. You could be trying to obtain objects that give you a sense of power or status. I feel like there's just a lot of manifesting there between love and money for you guys. You have a lot of potential, and you already have this energy placed here. So if you guys take advantage of that, we do have a Capricorn new moon coming up January 13th of 2021. If you're watching this when it's being posted, so definitely take advantage of those energies. And we have Aries out here, which is the Aries is, the head, so it's more of your upper chakras, your third eye, definitely. So I would say really focus on your work. Make sure you're not speeding through it. Definitely take your time. Don't be afraid to do it your own way. And I feel like you guys have a lot of creative ideas or envisionments. You guys have a lot of creative visions or ways that you would like to do things in the future. Spirit's saying go with that. We also have, I can't talk anymore, you guys. Aquamarine, divine life purpose, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. There's a lot of blue coming through here, so there is a little bit of emotional. I feel like you guys are trying not to let your emotions get in the way right now. We have Temperance out here ruling Sagittarius. It's not sign specific, but Temperance is also known as the fix-it angel, and this definitely is key when I was just talking about, I feel like you guys are trying not to let your emotions get in the way. You could have pushed something off to the side that's kind of like, oh, I'll deal with it later type of situation. Or there could be things coming back to you right now that, you could have not anticipated. We have the Queen of Pentacles, which is someone who's very organized. She definitely is someone who controls the quality, someone who takes stock, takes inventory. Oh my, there's a squirrel on the bird feeder that should not be able to make it on there. Oh my god, do you see it? I don't know how to point to it with like the camera angle. I'll find it right there. Oh, too far. There's like a lag in my camera. Whoop. There's a squirrel on there. That should not be up there. Get. Okay, sorry if that was loud. All right, we're gonna jump back into the reading of this Temperance card and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Temperance, like I was saying, is a fix-it angel. It takes a little bit of time. It's not something that's super quick, and neither is that Queen of Pentacles. And this is long-term business investments or endeavors. So you guys, to really work on your energies, I would say do some finance rework. Look at your finances, or look at the physical objects around you as well. What items have you been holding on to that you thought that you saw value in that no longer holds true, that you might need to release to move on to? Cutting karmic ties is definitely a thing right now for you as well, but I feel like a lot of energies are coming through your business, career, and finance sector. We have the Two of Swords as well. There's a lot of mental stillness. We also have more swords, the Eight of Swords, patience. Doesn't get any more realer than that. Wow, Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, patience. Sorry for the glare. What you guys can do to improve your energies, really sit still with yourself. I feel like the energies around you are very high vibrational energies, very go, 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 and I feel like that has to do with your career. Maybe you guys are trying to manifest a job that maybe you're much more passionate and much more well fit to do, something that's more along the lines of your soul and destiny purposes. And Spirit's saying to be patient with those. That's definitely something that's in the work. You guys could be actively looking for a new job. That might be something that's better for you. Any kind of meditational practices that you guys use right now, you have a lot of strong air sign mental energies. So you guys could really work on envisioning, holding whatever object or dream it is that you wish to have. And Spirit's saying you do that and you actually hold yourself to that practice. Over time, these are going to be much more smoothly delivered to you. I feel like these opportunities are bound to arise at any given time just because of how much focus and energy that you've really fed into it. And I feel like you guys have worked your asses off to get either where you are or where you're going. And Spirit's saying that these opportunities are going to come up whenever. Now, these energies could come to you maybe when you least expect it, or not how you expected it. That can make things a little bit more difficult to move around. But if you stay at a much more grounded and mentally clear space, Spirit's saying that you might be able to work with these energies a little bit more to your benefit. You could come out more financially on top as well if you hold off. I mean, you could think that you need to act right now, or that you're getting a good deal right now. Spirit's saying that you're not. You might want to wait a little bit longer for that sale, or for things to come back on sale. What you can do to improve your energies. I feel like some of you guys just need a little bit of alone time, even. Like, to go up into your own space, if you have your own office, or if you have your own bedroom, if there's a second floor or a basement, there's just some kind of hideaway to a darker area where you might have time to do things that are more mentally stimulating for you. And again, I feel like there is a really big cleaning energy. For some of you guys, what you can do to improve your energies right now is to clean your space, your workspace, your office space, your home space, your car, your purse, your book bag, whatever it is that you got, your phone, your contacts, your messages, clear your cache, whatever that kind of stuff. That's really going to make room for all of, I feel like this is a very big project that's trying to fit its way into your life. Well, all of the squirrels just dipped out of my yard. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like there's a very, very big shift trying to enter into your life, but there's just not the right room or time quite yet. So Spirit's saying that there's a lot of big things in the move right now, but what you can do to improve your energies along this way is to focus less on maybe your career, your physical life, and start to go more into your mental third eye chakra and get a little bit more insights of how you can feel more inspired, more patient, and just be a little bit more grounded in these creative or business practices that you want to see unfold over time. So Spirit's saying with that, be patient. Wow, okay. Yeah, well, that's really all I'm getting for you guys. I'm sorry, I have to cut it off right there. These are general readings, of course, so this is not my A game. If you want my A game, order a personalized reading from me. I'll be happy to deliver that for you guys. All of the information is in the description box for those personalized readings. So thank you for everyone who likes, subscribes, and comments and votes all over my page. So thank you so much, guys. It means a lot to me. I will see you next time.